Man, what is going on? Man, we are back. Black in the building. Shout out to Dave for No Compromise, James Youngblood, man. Sorry about that, man. This hurricane and all this other stuff. Man, y'all don't even know, man. See, some people were like, oh, man, I ain't tripping. Nigga, I am. Because I ain't got time to be, it's like playing defense. I will get into that in a minute. But shout out to everybody out there, Shawnee, Erica, Tasha, all y'all out there, right, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. If y'all don't think they playing with weather and seed and clouds and all that, y'all sadly mistaken. When I heard a hurricane, I was like, oh, man. Because, immediately you got to make sure you got water, food supplies, make sure, I got to get a generator. I got to get the fuck up out of Vegas, really. Shit, that you want my honest opinion. Shit, I'm over it. But anyway, man, we going to get into it. We going to talk about this hurricane. We going to talk about all the shit and money games that they run with this bullshit, too. So let's get into it. Hey, right now you hear my dogs playing with their bones. Hey, y'all need to chill out. Motherfuckers be making all this noise as soon as I get on this motherfucker. But anyway. Oh, man. Man, shout out to everybody out there, man. Look, let me tell you something. West Coast, man, we deal with rainstorms. And that's pretty much about it. Hail, rainstorm, stuff like that. We don't deal with tornadoes and we don't deal with hurricanes. Because we've never had them and we've never experienced them. We deal with earthquakes and aftershocks. When they start saying that hurricanes are coming to the West Coast, that means earthquakes will be coming to the East Coast. And that means a lot of shit is getting ready to start changing. And I know it was probably much worse in California. I haven't desired to live, visit, or want to be in California in a very long time. And for this hurricane to come out here, like I said right now, it's going to be more deadly. Motherfucker got to be looking at his house insurance plan to see what type of flood insurance motherfucker got. I'm like, it just wasn't a good weekend for me, man. If when you own a property, you know, there's just things that run through your mind. You're like, God damn, man. You know what I mean? That's why you don't be seeing them states like North, South Dakota, Montana. You don't be. R.I.P. to the homeboy Cat. My nigga, I used to work with this nigga named Capone in 2012. He passed away the same time as my mom did, but I remember he had told me, he had called me. Me and him worked part-time together at the city of Las Vegas, and he had hit me up. He was working on the oil pipeline out there in either North or South Dakota. He had called me at like 7:30. It was like a Thursday night. He was like, Warren G, man, nigga, you need to fuck with it out here. And I was like, at the time, like, nah. He like, man, it's lovely out here, man. The only reason why he said he had came back, he wanted to buy a home for his family, for his moms and shit. He's like, if I didn't have to buy homes for my moms, man, I would stay out here. I was like, why? He's like, it's peaceful. He was like, it's peaceful. It's just, yeah, it's cold. He was like, but it's peaceful, man. And, land is cheap and houses are cheaper. And nah, my dumb ass, oh, man, I'm staying in Vegas, man. I'm staying in Vegas. All this other bullshit. Shit. Now, 12, 13 years later, you got hurricanes, prices out the goddamn window, all these sports teams, all this bullshit, man. Fuck all this bullshit, man. And I feel bad, man, because, see, with hurricanes, man, that creates anarchy. That creates a purge type of spirit, too. And let me tell you something, man. It's every man for themselves. And that's why I was like, man, god damn, man. I was so frustrated, man, David, man. You don't even understand, my brother. I was just so frustrated. I was like, see, that's why I don't want to live in this motherfucker. That's why I can't wait to get the fuck away from here, man, for real. I'm over it. I'm over all the bullshit. Vegas is nowhere near ready for no natural disaster. Too many motherfucking drunk, dope fiends, and bullshit motherfuckers. Too many motherfuckers want to work on their car in the middle of the street out here. They thinking that it ain't gonna flood, thinking shit ain't gonna go down. So, I got a chance to watch all that, and I'm like, man. Let me make sure, damn, do I need to go get sand back? You just start thinking about all these things. And it almost became a nuisance because it was like, man, we live on the West Coast and you talking about a hurricane. Man, get the fuck out of here. Which lets me know there's going to be another one. Which lets me know they're going to be producing false flags in Las Vegas, Nevada. Because it's already 3 million people. Which lets me know it's time to shake. I'm telling people, you want to go ahead and stay. And let me know how it turned out. But the more people in your city, like, the more you have a chance, to me, I feel like, of having false flags, having hurricanes. That brother on CNN, I think he was like a producer, he already came out and said, yeah, man, there's a lot of this shit is false flags and shit. And they doing this behind the scenes and pushing certain agendas. So it's like, black folk, you know what I mean? Like, we don't do well in natural disasters because we don't have natural disaster income, money. You know, we barely making it as it is. So, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna, you know, let it be known from my perspective, like, it's a bunch of bullshit, man. And it ain't, and when I mean hurricane floods, you know, I didn't put hurricane, you know, Hillary, just hurricane floods. Look, let me tell you something. In this system of racism and white supremacy, man, you are a victim. Don't ever think you're not a victim. Don't ever walk around like you're not no victim. You know, you're a victim of system of racism and white supremacy. You know, these major corporate plantations, they do layoffs and do all this sucker shit. You know, trust me, we are first, and it is racially motivated to get us the fuck up out of here. And they gonna protect their own. And as Dr. Francis Cress Wilson teaches us, tell us what's being said when we're not in the room. Don't tell us no bullshit we already know. We don't need no Tim Wises. We don't need a motherfucker regurgitating racism and white supremacy. We already know what the fuck that is. No, we want to know what you plan on doing to replace that system as a dominant society person. Tell us what's being said when we're not in the room. You know what I'm saying? Don't be telling us no shit we already know. And don't be peddling racism to us. We already know that. Motherfuckers take it, regurgitate it, and resell it back to us. You know what I mean? I just had to, you know, this, man, I was like, God damn. Then I was kind of tired mentally. It's like, man, let me get prepared for this shit. No matter what it is or what happens, or, you know, it's a lot of flood areas in Vegas too. Because Vegas ain't meant for motherfuckers to be living here like that. So it's a lot of flood zones everywhere. You know what I mean? Because they don't have a lot of water treatment, you know, not water treatment plants, but like aquifers and drainage systems, because I don't think they managed to build those when they were building up the city. And I get it, because you're just trying to build, you want people to come here so bad, but I don't think people see this side of it where it'll flood quick. All Vegas needs is, like, if Vegas were to rain for like 3 or 4 weeks straight, we'd be underwater, straight up, unless you live in Summerlin. If you live in Las Vegas, Nevada, unless you live on 215 in Cheyenne, 215 in Lake Mead, 215 in Charleston, 215, if you live 215 north, you know, maybe 215 west, because 215 west is the highest elevation. It's like 4,500 feet of elevation. And I used to work up there. So, and it never flooded up there. So you live up there, all those people that live up there, you know, they straight. But, you know, once you start coming into the inner city like where I stay at, you know, you're in the danger zone of flooding. So it's like, you know, you just got that, and you just, man, you dealing with Mother Nature, and then you're dealing with motherfucking racism, white supremacy. You're like, God damn. You know what I mean? Like, that's all. It just blew my mind. Like, wow. I feel like black folk, we've dealt with so much, and we've been dealing with so much. It's almost unreal what we've dealt with in the United States of America Incorporated. I'm just keeping it a buck, man, right now. Like, you know, I'm not here to just talk about the hurricane, but I'm here to tell you, like, it's almost unreal. Just some of the bullshit that we've witnessed in the United States of America Incorporated, that David's witnessed, or James John Blood is witnessed, or the shit is unreal. It's like it's almost imaginary, some of the shit that you've seen and witnessed. And that's why I just be like, dog, tell me what's being said was not in the room. I don't want to hear no bullshit. Look, that's why I be getting on motherfuckers like Tim Wise. Man, fuck Tim Wise. I ain't never really been a fan of that motherfucker in the first place. All he do is regurgitate white supremacy talking points and shit that we already know. But I ain't never seen him do anything in his power to change the system. Him or Jane Elliott. All they do is run their mouth. That's all they do, but they ain't trying to change the system. And then when Jane Elliott was asked about reparations for black folks, she talking about, what about the Native Americans? So that let me know you are part of that system and you're another form of control. Y'all gotta watch The Matrix, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you see this, and I was just thinking, I'm like, you look at prices, inflation, all that stuff, it's like, man, you need generational wealth, like for real, for real. Like for real, for real. You know what I mean? Like, you need real generational wealth. Like, as I look around, you know, you see you add up the home prices, and you add up the interest rates, and you add up groceries, and you add up gas and car insurance, and you start, like, my nigga, you need generational wealth. Like, not no bullshit crumbs generation. I'm talking about you need real bread just to maintain. Like, that's why black folk are so used to the rat race, because the infrastructure of this system is set that way. Then you got the lazy motherfuckers sitting around watching the worker bees, seeing what back they can jump on and hitch a ride, because, you know, this system bleeds out lazy motherfuckers every day. Because there's just lazy people that's like, fuck it, I just rather not deal with it. I just sit around the house. And then there's people that's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do more for myself. I'm going to get my lazy ass up and go handle business. But for every 100,000 worker bees, there's 150,000 lazy motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And I get it. Black folk, you know, we got a right to be lazy, but at what cost? That's what I said, man. Like, the way the system is designed, man, it's like, it ain't for the weak. And sometimes everybody, that's why I just got to the point, David, James Youngblood, Eric Shiny, I was just like, man, I can't even be on the internet. I don't even want to be bothered. You know what I mean? We need wealth. We need, you know, I was talking to my homegirl, Melina, man, me and her chop it up all the time. And it was just, when me and her was chopping it up, man, the first thing I was just thinking, like, everything she's saying is a fact. Like, everything, I'm just listening to what she's saying, and the shit that this sister was saying, she was just facts. And this is an educated sister. She just was saying real shit. She wasn't like, my sister wasn't just like saying shit to say shit. She was saying what she has absorbed. Like, our brains are human computers, supercomputers. So everybody's experience is different. But as I'm listening to her experience and dealing with the system of racism, white supremacy, it was just blowing my mind. Like, Dr. Claude Anderson was right. We are a special people to deal with what the fuck we deal with every single fucking day. That's why I don't subscribe to fucking politics and family politics and all that. I hate that shit. Because you're just wasting time. Because let me tell you something about the white Jewish community. I've had white Jewish friends. I was in a production crew with a white Jewish brother. They don't play that hierarchy of need bullshit. They don't got time. They don't care. They don't care. They kids need something, they gonna get it for them. I remember, you know, just being in a production crew with this brother. He was a Jewish brother, and he was just telling me how his grandfather would do for his dad, and, you know, just to kind of get him on the right track and all that stuff. And I was just like, wow, that's very interesting. And as a kid, I even thought that was different. Because I had met the nigga, cool nigga. I got to find that nigga, cool nigga too. And he was just telling me some of the stuff that his great-grandfather had taught him. You know what I mean? Just like, they don't, all that family politics and all that bullshit, man, that's a waste of time. Black folk we gotta wake up, man. We waste a lot of time on that hierarchy of needs, that Abraham Maslow's, you know what I mean? I just see it in other families, and, you know, I hear the stories from people that I know and I talk to, and I just be like, man, you just wasting fucking time, man. You're wasting time. I'm one of my homies that I work with. Shit, he got you know, his people's ancestors left him some generational wealth bread. Yeah, motherfucker was like, I'm out. He retired early. I'm out. Like, and basically, like, I'm not finna put myself through this. He ain't even black, but he was like, I'm not putting myself through this. They left me some bread. I'm out. Peace. And I was just like, God damn, man. Like, that's why black folk need reparations. Because this shit that we going through in the United States of America Incorporated is fucking unreal. And for any foundational black person that has to subscribe to a corporate plantation, God bless you. The ancestors, may they watch and keep you and keep you in your right mind, because I see why a lot of us black folk do what we do. Because the corporate plantation is a cesspool for the system of racism, white supremacy. And they are not trying to establish a system of justice. They don't care about establishing a system of justice. And what they're going to do is maintain that system, and the black folk that move up within that system and ain't trying to help out the fellow FBA brother and sister or native black brother and sister, they just want to maintain it and live comfortable within that system. And that's why I just like, man, you got to give them props, man. That's why I just like, this weekend I was just digging deep to like having conversations with the ancestors of like, hey man, my people need more. We need wealth. Straight up. I'm keep it a buck. No, we don't need wealth to be flossing on each other and seeing who can wear the best Dolce and Gabbana and all this sucker shit. No, we need wealth. You know what I'm saying? So we can create businesses and have a different infrastructure for our brothers and sisters, so we can learn how to work for ourselves, man. Because this corporate plantation setting, man, it is a straight rat race, and it's almost unreal. You know what I mean? Work for 20 years. Oh, you only got 25 more years left. It's like, okay, so I'm supposed to work till I'm 62, right? Okay, so then I work till I'm 62. Oh, well, how much money am I gonna get? Oh, you'll get $1,500 a month. Well, what the fuck can you do with that? Oh, well, man, that's where your 401k come in, nigga. That's why I just like, man, hey, we need real bread, and you gotta look at it as the glass half full. And the glass half full is we just half-ass need some motherfucking generational wealth so we can do what we need to do. I always have a plan when I come into some money. Always. Always have a plan, know what I'm gonna do. When you get your millions, don't be flossing and let everybody know you got money. You better go put your money into the streets. And when I mean the right way, invest in stock, bonds, 401k, mutual funds, money market accounts. Go get you a property, go buy a piece of the earth, as E40 Water said, and then chill, relax. Don't want to be so quick to want to ride around your niggas and let your niggas know, man, that's sucker shit, man. But anyway, man, you already know what it is, you know what it ain't. And man, this hurricane was real. A lot of flooding took place in Las Vegas, Nevada. A lot of bullshit going on. Heard sirens all night, the whole weekend. It was fucked up, man. But anyway, we got through it. Hopefully I can schedule a live with my brother Dave from No Compromise, and we can get that shit popping, man. I got nothing but love for everybody. But man, this system is just unreal. Unfucking real. Hey man, I'm out. I don't think I can laugh. Guilty, nigga. Peace.